What
What
is
is
cryptocurrency?
cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency stands for cryptographic currency, and the first one was created in 2008 by somebody called Satoshi Nakamoto. And the great thing, nobody knows who he is, but he's changed the financial world forever. Satoshi created Bitcoin in response to the 2008 financial crisis, which was the result of extremely bad money management and bad policies, and it lost a lot of people a lot of money. And Satoshi wanted a currency that allowed people to have freedom to use it when they wanted to, didn't have exposure to inflation, and also wasn't governed by one central authority like the government. He created Bitcoin to solve these problems. And he also made it like money. So to start with, you can make it into smaller amounts. So such as we've got pounds and pence, you've got Bitcoin and you've got Satoshis. It can also be transported, but the only difference is that he made it digital. So the difference between Bitcoin and regular money is that Bitcoin is stored on something called a blockchain, and it's not governed by one central bank or one central authority. So written in the Bitcoin code, there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin produced. If you compare that with normal money, such as what they call fiat currency, like your pound notes, this can be printed and printed, which contributes to inflation because ultimately, the more you print it, the more worthless the money becomes. So as the adoption of Bitcoin increases, ultimately the price will increase as well as more people start to use it. It gives everyone access to the global financial system, which currently isn't in place, because there's many countries out there where the majority don't actually have access to bank accounts. But a majority of people do have access to mobile phones, and if you've got an internet connection, then you can use Bitcoin. With another benefit of Bitcoin being that you don't have to pay these really expensive fees to transfer money across the globe, which allows countries to then become within this financial system, and you can have countries across the other side of the world communicating with countries here, increasing trade and increasing globalization. You can see the current financial system that we have is broken, but that doesn't mean that Bitcoin will be, or cryptocurrency will be, the future. But it's fun to speculate and it's fun to figure out exactly what will happen, but ultimately nobody will know. Bitcoin isn't a perfect system. At the moment, the price is so volatile that it's difficult to use it as a currency. Also, people just want to hold on to it because it's a speculative asset, which means that the money isn't being distributed around and people can't use it as a currency. But there are countries out there that are looking to adopt it. So it'll be interesting to see where the cryptocurrency industry goes and what we see as the future of Bitcoin. But definitely follow the Wealth Creators Club, and I can keep you up to date with where the industry is going.